Alright.
Well, you see I'm all sparkly today. And that's because, you know, I just had a birthday. Excuse me. And thank God I did get, I'm 69, if you want to know. And a lot of people didn't get there, but I did. And I'm so grateful to the man upstairs. And someone, I don't know who this person is, they sent me a gift. And was these earrings, sparkly earrings I got on, and a bracelet, and another pair of earrings went along with this. And at first when I seen it, I said, who in the world could have sent this here to me? And where did it come from? And I just took and set it to the side for a couple days, and my son came and asked me, he said, Mom, did you get a package or something like that, you know? I said, a package? At first I said, no. He said, you didn't? I said, no. Then I thought about it. I said, oh, that package that came in. I thought it was one of them companies that a lot of times they'll send you advertisements and things like that to try to get you to buy them. So, I said, yeah, something did come. He said, well, someone who admired you and liked you and everything, they sent you that, you know. And I thought that was so nice, such a nice birthday gift. And I appreciate it, and I thank you very much. And I hope we all keep on watching the show. And I can help anybody if I possibly can out of any situation, or give you a little wisdom. Maybe old age, old time religion, you know. Sometimes that's the best way. Some things should never change, you know. So, we started out with a blessing and with a little prayer. All right, now let's go see whose throat we're going to choke today.
Wait, you know, a lot of people was sending you good well wishes because they found out you were sick last week.
Oh, was I? Whew. Yes, I was. I don't know, you know, you go to the doctor and they tell you, oh, you got to get a flu shot. So you don't want to seem like no baby when you go in there, you know, and carrying on. So I let them give me the shot. And the first day I got the shot, it didn't bother me. And I went to get up the next morning, and I kept feeling bad and down and low. And I said, oh my goodness, what's wrong? And I kept feeling cold. And you know, anytime you feel cold from your feet on up, And I took some stuff, and I got right into bed. I didn't argue with it. I got in the bed and I stayed there. I ain't had no reason to run nowhere or to do nothing really. Not that important that day anyway. And yeah, it had me down. Scared me a little bit there, you know. How they tell you can get pneumonia and this and that and that and this. And I said, well, I don't want to mess around and do none of that. You know, you try to be a big girl about things, you know, and they always sitting up there talking about catching this and catching that, you know. You catch more things when you get older you can when you're young. So, just try to hide and slide with it the best way you can. Push them buttons now. Make sure you remember me and make me. I'm glad you remembered me in your prayers. I thank you very much for that. Because we all need that, especially me. Thank you.
Alright, this is a letter I found from 7 months ago.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is long. This was, sometimes, you know, the letters I can't see them all. But I happened to find this one. This one says, I'm a 21-year-old college student. In October 2012, I found out that my mom and entire family kept a secret from me my whole life. I found out that my mom and my little sister are HIV positive. I grew up watching my little sister take pills, and every time I would ask my mom about it, she would lie to my face. I avoided my mom and family. My uncle called and told me that I didn't have time to be mad at her because she was really sick. At the time I found out. My mother was suffering from horrible skin rashes, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. In April 2013, after nearly 3 years of guessing, she was finally diagnosed with two types of skin cancer. My mom passed away in October last year. Since she has died, I am completely lost. I'm devastated because I lost my mother. I'm still hurt because she lied to me. I feel guilty because I wasn't there for her when she was sick because I was 5 hours away at college. I feel like I missed out on so much time with her, all for a stupid college degree. I don't know who to turn to for help. I don't have a father and my family is too far away. I'm up here at college all by myself. I haven't lost my faith, but I do feel like I've lost my relationship with God.
You ain't lost nothing. You ain't lost a damn thing. All that your mother went through to keep you safe, to let you know how much she loved you. She didn't want you worrying about her. You can't go to school with a whole lot of luggage and suitcases and shit on your back and think you're going to go there and learn something. A whole lot of problems, and she didn't want you to have that. That wasn't your problem. That was hers. Whatever happened, however she got it or whatever, wasn't nobody's business but hers. And she kept it that way. And she didn't feel as though she shouldn't want to push you or shove you or have you whine and crying and carrying on over her. And now here it is, you still doing the same old shit. So in other words, all that she gave up for you was for nothing. You don't make that be for nothing. She sacrificed a lot for you. You know, sometimes when people don't want to really tell you what is what, they have a reason. You know, people treat you different if they feel as though you have HIV or whatever. Or they laugh and they grin and they smile in your face. But when they find out you had something, or they take back 5 steps, you know, they don't want to drink behind you. You know, they act like your breath alone will, I'm getting excited. Your breath alone will kill them. Don't take it that way. Go on and live the life that she left for you. And be whatever it is that you and her had planned that you was going to be. And make yourself happy. Because obviously you made her happy. She wouldn't do what she wanted to do for you. You know, sometimes it's best not to know. Sometimes when you know, you sit there and worry yourself to death for what? Worry yourself to death for nothing. You know, people make things worse than they really are. And she didn't see it that bad. So why should you? She loved you. And you go ahead on with your life and do what you got to do. And I want to hear from you in a couple weeks and find out how you doing. How's life looking a little better for you. I love you, baby. You keep on going.
This one says, I need some advice. I have been having a hard time.
You drinking up all that coffee.
I've been having a hard time financially and trying to make it day by day working 3 jobs. My question is, how did you make it through hard times mentally and physically?
You don't think about yourself. You think about other people. You're doing for other people. Obviously, if you got to do all that just for yourself, something wrong. So you must be taking care of somebody or doing something for somebody else besides yourself. I had like 7 to 8 people that I was struggling with. The Lord gave them to me to take care of, and I took care of them. Some were mine and some were my grandchildren. I could have gave them up to the state, and this one and that one. But I had them ever since they had popped out their mama's cooch. So I didn't see the sense in getting rid of them. And I loved them and they loved me. So we all just make it the best way we can. Fight and scratch and holler and carry on at each other still. But we love each other. You know, and nothing is never easy if it's worthwhile. So if it's worthwhile to you, it's not going to be easy. It's going to have pain. You're going to have a little bit of suffering and dislikes. All those kind of things are going to happen. That's all part of life, baby. If everything was just made chocolate cream and okie dokie for you, you'd be bored as hell. This way, let's look at it. It's going to always be interesting to you. And you ain't going to never get bored. And I'm still never bored. Because I got 2 little granddaughters who are they different as night and day. But I could tell you, they can give you a run for your damn money. God knows, if I was like that when I was a kid, they'd be done shot and buried me in the backyard. Nowadays they tell you, you can't hit that child. Oh, that's being cruel. That's bullshit. I say it is on some things. You gotta whip that ass. I didn't say kill it. I ain't say torture it. No, but you gotta let them know you mean what you mean. Even if you can't black their eye anymore, well, there's several other things that you can do. You can take their rights away from them. Yes, and I'm telling you, sitting in a room ain't too cool. Not having anything to enjoy. And I'm telling you one thing, no money in your pocket. Man, look, I used to go sell soda bottles that had the money I wanted in my pocket, and they come to you. Oh, can I have $1? $1? You know I would have got shot if I had to ask for $1. You know how much flank they would have given me for $1? And you asking for $1. Oh, you try to make like it's such a big thing. It is. As when I ask you to have me a glass of water, and you tell me, oh, I'll be back, I got something to do. What kind of activity is that? I'm supposed to wait for whatever it is I want you to do for me. But when you want something, it's supposed to happen, snap, crackle, and pop. You know, just like that. Give you what you want. No, you can't get them, you can't do that. You can't give them what they want all the time. Sometimes, it doesn't matter. Other times, you got to hold back. You got to let them know that life is going to kick you square in your ass if you don't learn how to cooperate with other people. You don't know how to talk to people, to understand, to appreciate the things that you have and what people go through to get you the things that you have. You talk about, they like talk about money like you can go to the faucet and turn it on and it's going to trickle out of the faucet into your cup. People really have to eat a lot of shit people put out there in order to get that little bit of money that they get. To buy you them clothes that you wear, them shoes that you want, $150 sneakers, $200 sneakers, like you somebody important. Where you all that important that you need $250 sneakers? If I had a pair of $250 sneakers on my damn feet, they'd probably dry up and disappear at my age. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. You can't let them think that what you go through is nothing. Because it is something. It does mean something. It's important. You go to work, you put up with a lot of yippity yappity 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 yippity yappity yap. Take a whole lot of flank from people. And you tell me, you know, a lot of times that can burn you out more than anything. When you go home, you be so glad to get in the door. So glad that you have a place to go home to. Just to think. Just to think how many people don't have nowhere to go home to. Have a place here today, in the middle of the night, boom, fire break out somewhere. You wake up, you ain't got a damn thing, not even a pot. It could be taken away from you now. Don't think nothing can't be taken away from you. You can feel that snap, crackle, and pop. Learn how to say thank you to God for the things that you do have. Because a lot of people don't even have a glass of water. That's right, clear water. All right, let's get on back. I got sidetracked. Go ahead now.
It says, I'm 19, and for some time I was dating this boy, and we started to get serious, and I really loved and cared about him. I'm confident that I was good to him. I mean, I treated him really good, and not to mention the fact he treated me sour. But he got someone pregnant, and now they are together. I just really feel down in the dumps. My friends keep trying to cheer me up by reminding me that I'm in college and doing good for myself. But I'm just so hurt. Any advice?
Advice I say is thanks for the experience. Sometimes we have to get bumped or cracked in the head to know how life really feels, ups and downs, and life really feels. That wasn't meant for you. You don't know really what type of a person he is behind closed doors too much. You know, you think the grass is so green on the other side. Don't envy other people. Just thank God for the life that you have and keep on giddying up. And thank Him for that second chance of you getting in there, being educated, being that doctor or that nurse. That's my cats running around. They have to have their exercise. And they run and chase each other and everything, you know. I don't pay no attention to them. But those types of things do happen to you, baby. And that's, like I said, the part of up and down in life. What I say to you is keep on getting up and thank God. Get on up and go to church. And live out your life and be happy. Because some people don't even have that. When somebody wants to be on TV, I see one of the cats over there. She's negotiating my son about it. You know. Who's next?
This one says, I like that little cat.
Yeah, you a bad thing here. Where you going? Huh?
This says,
Yeah. You got a cold.
I'm 30 years old and engaged. My fiance has a daughter from an affair. He cheated on his ex-wife and the woman got pregnant. We are planning a trip to see his daughter. I really would like to talk to his daughter's mother, woman to woman, so we can be on one accord for the child's sake. Since we be staying with... Wait a minute. I think I've read this before.
Yes,
yeah, I
you
did. I sure did.
The last time.
Yeah. Damn, she must have said it twice. I answered it last week. Alright.
Maybe she didn't know.
This is a long one. Oh, Lord. I am currently in a relationship with my high school sweetheart and someone I consider the love of my life. We currently live together and raising our 1-year-old daughter. With the 11 years of knowing one another, we married other people, went through divorces at different times, and managed to find one another again. We gave love a second chance and was blessed with a beautiful daughter. The issue I am having is that he and I work opposite schedules and we never see one another. For the past 6 months, he has worked nights while I work days. My daughter and I probably see him 10 to 18 hours a week. At times I feel like a single parent and lonely in our relationship. His job is very demanding and emotionally, he is not always available to me. I also get jealous when he wants to spend time with his friends because he's barely there for me. I know that life is about balance and it is unfair for me to demand all of his time. But at times, he does not understand how I feel. He would say things like, I come home to you every day. I contribute to our household. I do not cheat or beat on you. I am the father to our seed, so why are you so upset with me? I just want him to understand that it takes more than that to keep two people happy and together. At times I feel very vulnerable and I'm an attractive young woman, so I get attention daily from other men. I know that I don't want anyone else, but I have entertained the thought of emotionally cheating with someone else to get the peace that my partner is not giving me. I also withhold sex from him when I am frustrated, and he, of course, has a major issue with that. Can you give me some advice on how I should deal with
I
this?
say stop acting like an asshole. Come on with that shit. He don't give you enough time, but you withhold sex. What's the problem with that? Get it while you can get it. And what you can get yourself a toy. You get yourself a toy and you can play with that. You don't need to run out there with somebody else. For what? To break God's vows, His commandments? Come on with that. You got a child to raise, you're working, you got a man to take care of. Did nobody tell you all it was going to be easy? It's hard for him too. He has friends, and so do you. Don't try to act like you don't have no friends. Now, don't even go there. You know, but I mean, you need to try to sit down and think about, how can I make this more inviting, more intriguing, even if it's one night a month, that you both can get that time together and spend that day together, either with your child or with just each other. A little hotel room, stay at that hotel room, save your money up, go to that hotel, and do what you gotta do. You know, go take a little trip here, a little trip there. You know, you just gotta think of little things that you both like to do, even if it's going bowling sometime, or ice skating, or going to a football game, or whatever kind of game there is, or whatever kind of sports that they have that you like, that you want to go. You got to think of them things. You got to be more inventive. A woman has to anyway. You know, her job is, all right, now you got him. What you going to do with him now? You know, you got to keep it going. You know, people that's been married 25, 30, and 40 years, what do you think they're doing? They go through a whole lot. You act like you done been through hell and back. Come on with that shit. Come on, stop whining and complaining and be glad you got somebody. You know how young people he ain't got kids and no daddies. You know? And the sorry asses that they do have don't want to give them the time of day. For what? You thank God you got what you got and work with it, girl. Work it. Bring it on.
This one says, I want to say thank you for the advice you gave on your show a couple weeks ago. I was the wife neglected sexually by her husband. Since the show, I've gotten a toy. I feel so much better, and now I can please myself when I need to without waiting for someone else to do it for me. I'm ashamed that I gave my husband that much power over me, but I am on the right track now. My situation is bittersweet because although my sexual needs are now being met, I still do not know why I had to use a toy being a married woman. Even so, I will continue pleasuring myself until I figure out what's really going on that's preventing my husband from pleasing me naturally. Thanks again, and I will keep you posted.
Well, you never know. Like I said, make it interesting. Have a little dinner out. A little special dinner. You know. They have all kinds of little little things you take what do you call them things? Yours and mine, or mine and his. The woman uses one and the man uses the other when they click together. You know, supposed to make it feel like you're in heaven. Well, you know, just try a little bit of this and try a little bit of that. I mean, you can be fun with each other. You know, ask him what it is, to write it down, and a letter what he wants you to do to him. Maybe you're not doing it the way he wants it done. You know, sometimes men want you to do them, you know, but they don't want to do you. Once you do them, there, lay down, fall out, and go to sleep, all that old shit. but I want you to do it to me. If I take my time and I love you the way I love you, I want you to do the same for me. I want to feel good too. You know? I want you to care about what it is that you're doing. Ain't no just no piece of meat on no damn table. You know? Make it count. You know? And if he can't tell you, I'm going to write it down in a letter. Write it down a little, write you a little note so you'll know what's up and how to work it out. There's always a way. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's, you know, it's how you say it. Next.
That was the last. Well, this the last one. And all right now. This says, I'm a freshman in college, struggling with my self-esteem. Seeing all these beautiful girls on campus is making me feel low about myself. Also, I have been here for 3 months and no guy have approached me. I'm not so sure of what to do. I found myself becoming depressed and never in the mood to go out. When people stare at me, I often become uncomfortable. As a woman, how do I go on?
How you go on? Girl, probably a pretty little thing too.
Hey!
Oh, he giving it to her, ain't he? Look, baby, go ahead on to school. Work it on out. Get down into your subjects, what you're supposed to do. Probably the Lord trying to let you know that, you know, sometimes you got to stand back off of the activities that's going on around you and just concentrate on the activity of your mind and yourself and what you need to do with your life. So don't worry so much about all the boys chasing me, all the boys, who's going to chase me, who's out there. There's somebody out there for you. Don't worry about it. You know, just go ahead and do what you got to do for you. You know, you can't become a professional in anything if you don't concentrate, if you fill your mind with a whole lot of garbage. Now, I'm not saying love and all that stuff is garbage, but it's a sidetrack that a lot of times we could do without if we take our minds to where, keep our minds to where it needs to be. It's that education that your mama sacrificed, or your dad sacrificed, or your grandmother sacrificed, that give you the understanding and love and all that knowledge and thing, or let you be what it is that you want to be in life. You didn't get there just through grinning and smiling. You know, somebody had to sacrifice for you, so don't worry about was somebody going to look at me, or pull my hair, or pinch my leg, or don't worry about all that's coming. It'll come. Maybe you have to develop. You know, some people got to develop a little bit more, and you sometimes they have to get that body scent, that body connection a little bit. So don't you worry about it. It'll happen. Right now, you just get that school and stuff together. You do that for me, and just do that for your mom or whoever else is standing behind you, because without them, we're nothing. You know, you never miss your well till your water run dry. You know, and you don't need that. So you just go ahead on and do what you got to do. And I want you to know that I love you. And it seems as though that it's not so much that we're worried about who will want me. Like, I mean, you're young. You got your whole life ahead of you. And wanting things and ups and going up, down, hill with wants and desires, going one way or the other. I know I went there when I was young. And I had times where I was by myself for years and years, you know, and it didn't hurt me none. I had my reasons, because I wanted to concentrate on what I was doing, not somebody else that was out there in the street. So take your time, learn what you got to learn, Go on to school. Get that education. Don't worry about what else is out there, because I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of hell out there. It's a lot of demons out there. People out there who will sidetrack you because they fucked up their life. They will do the same to you. Don't give them that chance. You go do what you're supposed to do. Learn what you're supposed to learn. Study what you're supposed to study. All that garbage that's out there, it'll be out there later on. The garbage never goes anywhere. It never does. Don't let nobody sidetrack you into nothingness. And you be sitting up there hollering about, what am I supposed to do now? You're supposed to keep on going. You're supposed to keep on trucking. Or because it didn't work out the first time, or the second time, or the third, or the fourth, or even the fifth. Keep right on getting up and trying. Because that's what makes you strong. That trying over and over and over again. It's when you try and don't try again. You can do it. I'll tell you, it's a lot of demonish things out there. Your mother all her life done sent you to good schools, give you the best of clothes, get your hair done and your nails and all that, keep you looking cute and nice. Now you got to do this on your own. Now you're out there. It's just like being thrown out there to the wolves. Now you got to handle it all by yourself. Same thing for men as it is for women. You got to handle it by yourself. And you can do this. Take it a little bit at a time. Don't worry so much who's going to love me. You got plenty of time for that. Man, I'm telling you, if a woman ever realized, some women ever realize the power that they have, they wouldn't even worry about it. Have them worried, have them lined up at the door. You have your whole life. But you get that education, especially if somebody else is footing that bill for you. Jump in there with all 4 feet and do whatever it is that you got to do. Don't walk away from it. Oh, I slipped and I fell, so I'm no good. So what, you had a baby? Big deal. You ain't doing nothing now that they wasn't doing back there in 1945, or that they wasn't doing back there in 1910. Only then you went to grandma's down south and had that baby and brought your ass back up to the city and did what you had to do. You know what I mean? You ain't even had no baby. Better not tell of it. Or even say you got one. So, just keep on going. Ain't nobody told you it was supposed to be easy. Who you think you is? You ain't no damn better than me or nobody else out there. You know, anything worthwhile, hey, it's gonna hurt. So you get on out there and do what you gotta do. And I love you all. Don't forget to push them buttons.